Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm basically going to be answering all of your questions that you can never find the answer to. I basically put on a little question box on my story yesterday saying questions you have about skin or skincare that you can never find the answer to, and I'm going to do my best to answer as many as I possibly can. When I tell you, this is how many questions I got, we might be here for a while. If you're new on my channel over here, I basically cleared my skin from this after 2 rounds of Accutane. This is what my skin looked like. I'd been on loads and loads of medication, and I basically learned about skincare and diet and things like that, and I naturally healed it myself to this point. I still get breakouts. I'm having a breakout right now, but the difference is, you know, it's incomparable. There might be some birds tweeting and things like that, but we're just gonna consider it background noise and continue. Right, let's find the first question. The first question was, do you still drink spearmint tea? Yeah, that's what I'm drinking right now. So on my channel and my accounts and social medias and things like that, I mention herbal teas quite a lot just for like reference. And spearmint is a great tea to naturally decrease your testosterone levels, and if your testosterone levels are higher than they should be, then your skin is basically more oily than it should be, and that can obviously cause breakouts. And a lot of people that have like PCOS have higher testosterone levels. That's why they get male hair growth, like hair growth on their face, or they get like male pattern balding. So yeah, that's why I have spearmint tea. So Faith asked, is salicylic acid, or she put hydraulic, but I think she means hyaluronic acid cleanser better? And I think that's because I often talk about these two cleansers. They're from the Inky list. This one is hyaluronic acid and this one is salicylic acid. And often in my videos I talk about how you shouldn't use a salicylic acid cleanser more than 3 times a week. And a lot of people panic when I say that because they use that cleanser morning and night. And basically the reason you shouldn't is because salicylic acid is a type of BHA, and BHAs basically go into your skin and unclog your skin from the inside out, but the way that it does that is by exfoliating your skin. And if you exfoliate your skin every single day, then you can lead to a damaged skin barrier, and that causes more breakouts. And people often say, well, what cleanser am I supposed to use other than salicylic acid? Because that's kind of the only thing they've ever heard of. And the two that I would recommend this one the most. This is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Cleanser, and basically this doesn't have any actives in it. And when I say actives, I mean like exfoliating acids. So this is like really, really gentle, amazing ingredients. But then this is a hyaluronic acid cleanser. Now hyaluronic acid isn't an exfoliating acid. Hyaluronic acid basically increases your water retention. So your skin obviously has its moisture barrier. And say, for example, overnight when you go to sleep, water is lost through the surface of your skin. That process is called transepidermal water loss, but you don't need to know that. But basically, hyaluronic acid helps to keep water in your skin. That's better for your skin barrier, better for, you know, the plumpness, the glowiness of your skin. So this is a good alternative. They're both really good alternatives to a salicylic acid cleanser. So say if you were going to use this like 3 days a week, say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then you would use one of these for the rest of those days. I believe this is £18 for how many mil? It's 200 mil. And I've got a discount code which is Life with Mils, which gets 10% off. This is 150 mil. I would honestly recommend this one more. I just find that like a little bit goes a longer way, but these two are great, like affordable options. Like if this is the only thing you can get, that's great. So someone also asked for oil-based and water-based cleanser recommendations. Obviously, I've just shown these 3 water-based cleanser recommendations, but I am just gonna show some other ones in case you can't get these, because I have so many messages from people being like, I love your recommendations, but I literally just cannot get them. So I'm just gonna give these ones. Hopefully you'll be able to get one of them in your country. So this is the Bioma Creamy Jelly Cleanser. I genuinely haven't tried this cleanser yet, but from the ingredients, it looks really good. And also there's like antioxidant ingredients as well, which is great for like acne prone skin because it chills your skin out. And then other water-based cleansers, this is the Glow Herb, what's it called? Purify and Brighten Jelly Cleanser. Glow Herb is a really good brand as well. It's very similar to like Bioma, like very simple ingredients, but you can tell by like its packaging, it's trying to target more at like kids teenagers, but I just think the packaging is adorable. But my favourite Glow Hub product is this, but I'll get onto that a bit later. So this is also a great water-based cleanser. And then my last water-based cleanser recommendation is the Hara Hara Wonder Black Rice Moisture 5.5 Soft Cleansing Gel. So I talk a lot about this cleanser, which is oil-based. And this is like the duo of them. The black rice in this basically helps to lighten dark spots over time, which is obviously great if you like deal with acne scarring and things like that. And then for oil-based cleansers, I have far less recommendations. It's really difficult to find oil-based cleansers that aren't gonna break you out. So when it comes to say like the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Cleansing Oil, the Anua Heart Leaf Cleansing Oil, they are both so pore clogging and so many people that are acne prone use them. And if they work for you, amazing, but I really don't like them. So these are the two that I have for a very long time recommended, and I really want to like extend my recommendations for people, but I genuinely haven't found any others that I like. So this is the Hara Hara Wonder Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil. Looks like this. You can get it on like Yes Style, Skin Cupid. I'll obviously leave links to everything in this video down below because otherwise it's going to be a bit confusing, and I'll like put them in categories of like oil cleansers, water-based cleansers and stuff like that. And then from the Inky list, this is the Oat Cleansing Balm. This is like the first cleansing balm I ever used, first oil-based cleanser I ever used. So yeah, those are my two recommendations. Obviously all of the products that I'm recommending to you guys are going to be non-comedogenic. They're not going to break your skin out, so don't worry about that. So somebody asked, why should you not wash your face in the morning? So I personally do not wash my face in the morning, and I've done quite a few videos that have been like clear skin tips, and I've said in them, don't wash your face in the morning. Now, if you have extremely oily skin where like you wake up and there's like a film of oil on your face, definitely use, you know, one gentle cleanser. You don't need to use like an exfoliating cleanser, just one gentle cleanser like this Flawless cleanser. Just to get the excess oil off of your face. But if you have like combination, normal, drier skin, even if you have acne, definitely try to skip cleansing. As I've said through the like process of me explaining the cleansers, every single time you cleanse your face, you are basically disrupting your skin barrier. And I don't just mean with exfoliating cleansers, like every single time you're touching your face, every single time you're going outside and it's windy, every single time that you're doing anything to your face, you are disrupting your skin barrier. And with acne and like with the process of wanting to like heal the spots quicker and things like that, you want to be disrupting your skin barrier as like minimal times as possible. So if you're someone that washes your face morning and night, just try it for like 2 weeks without washing your face in the morning, and just see like your skin just might be so much calmer. I'm not going to necessarily say like your breakouts are going to clear up and you're not going to break out anymore, but it's just about like keeping your skin calmer so the breakouts can heal quicker. And as I've said, when you disrupt your skin barrier too many times, you're so much more likely to actually damage it, and that's when you get more breakouts. So yeah, I would really recommend skipping it. So instead of using your cleanser in the morning, literally just like water. It's literally called water cleansing. Get some water and just cleanse with your water. Products that help acne scarring that actually work. Okay, so I have 3 recommendations here, as well as obviously SPFs, and I'll show you my, I'm sure there's a question about SPFs in this, so I'll show you it in a minute. These are the ones that I recommend. So if you have no acne at all and you just have the scarring, say for example, you've been on a medication that's completely got rid of your acne and you're just wanting to get rid of the scarring, I would recommend this product. So this is the Glow Hub Scar Slayer. I talk about it quite a lot. And it's basically a vitamin C, and it's also got tranexamic acid in it. And both of those are basically antioxidants that help to brighten your skin over time. I find this really powerful. I use this, so say like here, these are not breakouts, these are just marks. So I will just get a little bit on my hand and just rub it on the area. I'm not like pipetting it all over my face because in my opinion, that's just like a waste of product. Like I don't have scarring up here, so why am I putting that up here? You know what I mean? So I will obviously leave links to everything down below. I think there are a few places you can get this, and I'll try to link like multiple websites for each, just in case you can't get those certain websites in your country. I'll try and be as accommodating as possible. And then next up, these are both from Dr. Sam. So this is a nightly serum and this is a brightly serum. So from the name, you can probably tell you're meant to use this one in the morning, this one at night. Now you don't have to necessarily get both of these in order to help your scarring, but I'm going to talk you through both of them. So this is the Flawless Brightly Serum. So this Brightly Serum has bakuchiol in it, and bakuchiol is like a plant-based alternative of a retinol. It's a lot less like scary than a retinol, and this has also got azelaic acid in it. Azelaic acid is literally one of my favourite exfoliating acids because it's really, really gentle. Like, you're probably not going to purge from it, and it basically just tells your skin to chill out. Like, if you've got a breakout that's really red, the azelaic acid is literally just being like, please chill out, just heal. And this has also got vitamin C in, which obviously the Glow Hub one has in it, which is great for brightening your scars, but the azelaic acid and the bakuchiol actually help your acne as well. So if you still have acne and scarring, or if you're still breaking out, I would really, really recommend this one. I am aware these ones are a lot more like pricey, which is why I gave this affordable option, but they're so, so worth it. Obviously, as I've said, I do have a discount code with them, which gets you some money off. And I think they do like subscriptions as well, where like if you have a monthly subscription, they're a lot cheaper, which I quite like because not that many skincare brands do that. But then we have the nightly serum. Now this nightly serum is a retinoid. So I know for a lot of people, they are too scared to start retinoids, things like that. And then I would just recommend using the brightly serum. But this is a 2% retinoid. And what I prefer about retinoids than retinols is they just are so much better. They give your skin so much less irritation, and they just like work quicker and better, more efficiently. So obviously retinoids increase your skin cells turnover rate, and that means that you can, potentially experience a purge, but the spots will come out quicker, heal quicker, and then as soon as the purge is over, you're probably just not going to break out as often, and also like scarring and things will fade so much faster. Also azelaic acid in this, which tells your skin to chill out. But like, when I talk about these, I feel like sometimes people are thinking, oh my god, there's like a combination of those ingredients that's definitely going to break my skin barrier. I do not know how they formulate these products. They will not break your skin barrier. Like, when you start using these, you'll probably notice that your skin is softer than it's ever been, more hydrated than it's ever been, because they literally just package these amazing ingredients in like the most calming formula ever. Like, I just cannot explain it. That's why I love Dr. Sam so much. So yeah, those are the products that I recommend for scarring. Again, if you don't want to start a retinoid, definitely start with the Brightly Serum. Yeah, I really, really recommend those two. Someone just said a good setting spray that's got no pore clogging ingredients. I like the Beauty Crop, what's it called? Glow Milk Mist. It's the Amelia Olivia one. I'll link it down below. That's what I used for like setting my makeup and stuff like that. It's really, really good. It leaves like a nice glow. There's a lot of people asking about hormonal acne, and without like more information, I can't really like help all these, you need to know like the symptoms and stuff of your hormonal acne, but I do have acne healing guides. They're always linked below, but I've got one on hormonal acne, on gut health, on if you've like broken your skin barrier, and I've got one on post-pill acne as well. That is a topic I just want to quickly touch on because I had a call with some of the team from Free Soul, like the women's wellness brand that I work with, and we were talking about the pill and things like that, and so many people don't know anything about the pill. And I know there are so many of you that may have been on Accutane before, may have been forced to basically go on the contraceptive pill, and I just want to give a little bit of education about why I don't love the contraceptive pill, especially for acne. So basically, when you go on the contraceptive pill, your body is not having normal periods. So when you are having bleeds, they are withdrawal bleeds, so it's not your regular period at all. And some people think that is their regular period, or some people think that their body thinks that they are pregnant whilst they're on the pill. That is not the case. Your body is in a menopausal state. So when people go through the menopause, they stop having periods, and their hormonal composition basically slowly becomes more and more like a man's, which is why they can't, get pregnant anymore, don't ovulate anymore, things like that, because obviously if you're on the pill you can't be having regular periods because your regular periods come after you ovulate. So ovulation is when you basically release an egg, but if you were to release an egg, then obviously you could get pregnant because that egg could be fertilized. So you don't ovulate when you're on the pill, you don't have your periods when you're on the pill, and your body thinks that you're in the menopause. So I mean, that's kind of an issue within itself, because what like 15-year-old girl should be in a menopausal state? It's not really normal. So that is like issue one. Obviously if you guys are on the pill, you know, the pill is amazing because it obviously gives girls access to contraception and control over their body that we didn't used to have. And when it's used in the correct way, just for contraception reasons, I am completely for that, you know, pro-choice and all of that. However, when it is used for painful periods, when it's used for acne, when it's used for all of these kind of things, I don't agree with it, because it is literally a band-aid solution. Like, it doesn't fix anything in your body. Like, if you go on the pill and your acne clears up, if you go off that pill, your acne is going to get worse than it was before. And the reason that your skin might clear up when you go on the pill, or the reason that your doctor may have prescribed you the pill for acne, is basically when you go on the pill, as I've said, your hormones kind of just turn off. So that means that your testosterone is suppressed. And I said earlier on in the video, but if your testosterone is too high, you have oily skin, and that can cause breakouts. So when you go on the pill and your testosterone levels are suppressed, that can basically stop your breakouts because your skin isn't getting oily enough and things like that. But when you come off the pill, your testosterone rebounds. So say before the pill your testosterone was here, you go on the pill, your testosterone goes down and your skin clears up. When you come off the pill, your testosterone is literally going to go like that, because you're going to go through what is called a testosterone rebound. Now that is when post-pill acne happens. So around like 6 months to a year of you coming off the pill, you may experience a lot of acne, and there are so many girls that experience severe post-pill acne that have never experienced acne in their life before. So that is to say, if you are considering going on the pill for your painful periods, for your acne, for anything like that, definitely do your research about it, because it's not a long-term solution. And that is why I talk about like how to heal your acne from the inside out so much, because I wish I had the information, because I've been on like 6 different pills, all of these different antibiotics. As I've said, I went on Accutane twice and it messed up my body so much. And like, if I would have just, when I first had acne, you know, fixed up my diet, got some great supplements and educated myself, I don't think my acne would have gone on for as long as it did, as severely as it did, and affected like my mental health the way that it did, because it was so severe. So I just want to warn young girls especially about the medications that they're taking, because the doctors don't tell you this. Like me, like this knowledge that I have now took me so long to learn, because there's hardly any resources out there, and you go to the doctors and you ask about it and they don't know themselves. Like who was I speaking to the other day? I spoke to someone who did like their medical training, obviously at university for years to become a doctor, and they had like a 2-day course on skin. Like that was it, like 2-day course. So I understand doctors are professionals, they, you know, can be great at their jobs and whatever, but what they say, especially when it comes to your skin, to acne, to hormone imbalances, to women's health, is not gospel. And honestly, you can learn more about your skin yourself than the doctor will ever know, because so many of them just have no idea about women's health. And that is why so many of us young girls are put through the process of the pill, and then it comes back to bite us. But obviously I don't want to make anyone like freak out if they're on the pill right now. There are things you can do, which is why I released my post-pill acne guide, because like in that guide I tell you like all of the things you're supposed to do for 3 months before coming off the pill, because you can't just come off the pill. Like if you're considering coming off the pill, don't just like stop. Like you have to prep your body for at least 3 months before, because otherwise the rebounds and the post-pill acne and the symptoms and stuff will be so much worse. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on contraception. I'm not really sure why I started speaking about that, but I think it's really, really, really important to spread awareness about it, just so we can make informed decisions about whether that is something that we want to do or not. You know, like weigh up the pros and cons. Someone asked, do you double cleanse twice a day? No, I just double cleanse in the evenings. A good sunscreen that is acne safe and not too expensive. This is my favourite one, but I'm trying to think not too expensive. So this is the Dr. Circle Hyal Youth Moist Sun. It's SPF 50. I also like the Skin 1004 Seeker something SPF 50. I'll obviously link it below. I do posts on my LTK all the time on like acne safe cleansers, acne safe SPF, so definitely give it a follow if you don't already, because I post more posts on there like in total than on like my TikTok and Instagram and stuff, because I'll just make little like acne safe cleansers, acne safe things with the links to them all. But obviously, as I said, that's my favorite one. And then a few of these I just had around my room. So this is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel SPF 50. That's a great one. This one I'm really starting to like. It is the Hehe Weightless Sun Fluid SPF 50. Also really cute packaging. I like this one, but it does have a white cast. Obviously not on me because I'm very fair, but if you have a darker skin tone, don't even bother getting this. This is the Celamax Oil Control Light Sunscreen for combination and oily skin SPF 50. So I'll link all of those in the description. If you had to use one product to repair your skin barrier, what would that be? This. Oh, I just need to go to the gate. I got a parcel. So just ignore the special guest. So someone said, one product to repair your skin barrier, what would it be? This. So this is the Dr. Sam's Flawless Moisturizer Intense. I didn't use this for so long because I thought it had shea butter in. I personally don't get on with shea butter at all. That's why I hate the Cicaplast Balm from La Roche-Posay. But it doesn't have shea butter in, and it is the best moisturizer for dry, dehydrated, damaged skin barrier skin. As I've been breaking out, I actually started to use this recently, and like the glow, I'm glowing. I think this starts to, I've got a piece of paper that says how quickly that heals your skin barrier. It's proven to repair your skin barrier from first use. It is a bit more expensive, I won't lie, bit more of an investment, but I really think this is worth it, and obviously my discount code again makes it a bit cheaper, but so good. Do probiotics help with acne? So a probiotic is like a little tablet that you take and it's really good for your gut bacteria. So a probiotic is basically the opposite of an antibiotic. It puts good bacteria into your gut, and the majority of skin concerns come from poor gut health. Even if you've got a hormonal imbalance, that hormonal imbalance is probably caused from poor gut health, because if your gut health is not very good, you're probably not going to be getting rid of excess hormones very well. Then you're going to have a hormonal imbalance, and then you're going to have acne. Or if you've ever been on the pill, antibiotics, Accutane, anything like that, you probably have poor gut health. So probiotics do help with acne, yes, but you need to do more than just take probiotics. You need to actually like fix up your diet and things. Do you know what I learned yesterday? So if you like have followed me for a while, have seen a lot of my content, you'll probably know how much I talk about inflammatory oils. So seed oils like canola oil, sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, they're endocrine disruptors, which means they can disrupt your hormones. What I didn't know was that every single time you have one of those inflammatory oils, they stay in your fat tissue for 18 months. 18 months. And if you were to lose weight and that fat tissue was to be broken down, that is when people have acne and stuff, when like they lose weight. And I was just like, oh my God, I never even thought about that. Like, because all of the toxins are coming to the surface. Or if you start to like work out and you don't work out before and all the toxins come to the surface. I just thought it was a really interesting like visual in my mind of like, what you eat genuinely stays in your body for so long. That's why I only use avocado oil, coconut oil and olive oil. But obviously if I'm out and there's some seed oils in like my food, it's okay. But I'm just a bit more mindful about the amount that I have now because it's really not very good for you. How to tell the difference between a purge, a product causing acne, or an allergic reaction. This is so difficult to know, and I know so many of you are probably like, am I purging or am I just breaking out? You know what I mean? So a purge, so say for example, you can see right now I mainly break out literally like here, like those two lines going down. So if I was purging, I'm not breaking out up here or up here or up here. I'm consistently angrily breaking out here. That's my purge, okay? If I'm breaking out from a product, here, all over, pimples, just everywhere, because it's breaking me out. It's clogging pores. It's just breaking you out everywhere. If you're having an allergic reaction, you're going to see a lot of redness, maybe itchiness, a lot of irritation. Yeah, if a product is just breaking you out, that's going to continuously happen. A purge should get like quite bad and then ease off. Purges normally last 8 to 10 weeks, which I know it literally sucks. Purges suck. Like if you were to start like a retinoid that is going to be amazing for your skin, my tips to reduce purges is literally just to start really slowly, and use like a lot of hydrating products. Don't integrate anything else into your routine whilst you're using that retinoid, because honestly the results that you're seeing in your skin will be so good. How to stop skin picking, pimple patches, literally pimple patches. I've got a few recommendations. So the pimple patches I really like are the Mighty patches. I also like the Zit Sticker patches for like cysts and stuff. I really like the micro dark patches from Zit Sticker. But if you are someone that just picks your skin, then definitely get the CosRx pimple patches because they're really affordable. They're not like the most amazing pimple patches in the world. Like I definitely prefer these ones. But if they are just going to stop you from touching your skin, and that's kind of the aim of having them, then definitely get them. People are saying, should I double cleanse even though my skin is oily? If your skin is oily, there is more need for you to double cleanse with an oil than someone who has dry skin. Like obviously someone who has dry skin still needs to double cleanse, but you need to double cleanse even more if you have oily skin. So the whole reason that you use an oil-based cleanser is because oil attracts oil. So say if you have oily skin and you're rubbing an oil-based cleanser on you, that oil-based cleanser is pulling the oil out of your pores. So then when you've finished double cleansing, you use your second cleanse, you have less oil on your face than you did to start with, but you're not going to be stripped if you're using, you know, the correct cleansers. People have asked for acne safe makeup and things like that, and I'm just going to leave a link in the description to a post that I made all about acne safe makeup, like every single step of your makeup routine. A lot of people are saying like, why am I still breaking out even though my skincare routine is good? My skincare routine is good. I break out when I'm stressed, when I'm not eating well, when I'm not sleeping well. And obviously a skincare routine is so important. The right products is so important, but you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna have a good skincare routine and like not eat well and then expect your skin to be good. Don't think so much about cutting foods out because that can be like a really toxic mindset to be in, to be like, well, I'm gonna cut out carbs and sugar and all of these things, when like you don't need to cut those out. Especially do not cut out carbs. Carbs are like needed for you to heal your skin, but like instead of thinking in your mind, I'm going to cut out all of those foods, just think I'm going to eat more cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and kale and all of those things to help my liver to detox. Instead of not having my morning coffee, I'm going to have that as well as herbal teas throughout the day to help to balance my hormones, decrease inflammation. Like it's not always about taking things out of your diet, it's sometimes about adding things in, because the more variety you have in your diet, the better your gut health is, which obviously is amazing for your skin and your hormone balance and your stress and things like that. So obviously the right products are important, but just make sure you're having a varied, balanced diet as well. Someone asked how to find out what your skin type is. So what you need to do is cleanse your skin with a regular cleanser, not like a exfoliating cleanser, like something like this, or the hyaluronic acid cleanser, like something really, really gentle. And then you're going to wait for half an hour. Now, if after half an hour you're having like oil production, your skin like it's just a bit oily, then you have oily skin. If your skin is like flaky and like dry, then you obviously have dry skin. If your skin is like flaky in some places and oily in others, then you have combination skin. And then if your skin just like is tight and like you just want to put a product on it, then you have dehydrated skin. And dehydrated skin isn't a skin type. You can have oily and dehydrated skin, because oiliness doesn't mean hydration. They are like two different things. That's why every single skin type needs hydration, even oily skin. Does sunlight make acne scars darker? Yes, that's why you need to wear SPF. When you have breakouts, what's the best ingredient to use as a spot treatment? This. This. Because this has azelaic acid in it, it's got bakuchiol in it, it's got salicylic acid in it. It's like the best combination to get rid of your pimples, but it's so gentle. It's the Dr. Sam's neutralizing gel. Like, it's the best spot treatment on the market. Like, I've tried the Inculus Succinate acid spot treatment, and that's good. It's also blue, so it's green, so in the daytime it's nice because it like counteracts redness, but this is the most effective one. It just is the most effective one, and it's got like the most effective blend of ingredients. And also, can you see, this is the ingredients list here. It's tiny. How many ingredients are there? Well, there's 11 ingredients in this, which is really, really small. So I just, with the Dot Sun products, like, they only put in what your skin needs. There's not like all the unnecessary, like, you know when like you get a skincare product and there's like lavender oil, just all those like random things that you're like, I would love this product if it didn't have that in. What's your favorite Inculus product to help with acne? So obviously the salicylic acid cleanser helps to get rid of acne, like that's a BHA that helps to unclog your skin. But I would say the oat cleansing balm prevents my acne kind of more, just because it like introduced me to double cleansing, and double cleansing is so important so you don't break out. But this is a really good one to like help to, you know, reduce your breakouts really gently. Can you use hyaluronic acid every day? Yes. Acne safe sunscreens on Yes Style. I will link my LTK post that I did on my acne safe sunscreens in the description box, because I've talked through quite a few and they are available on Yes Style, but that post literally shows all of my favorite ones. Someone said, is acne medication actually worth it? I really don't think so. As I've said, I've been on a lot of medication, and it not only like made my skin worse when I came off it, but it also, you know, affected my hormones and my gut health, and all of those things affect your skin, which is why it got worse afterwards. I just think there's a lot of over prescribing in like the world that we live in, and instead of looking at your diet and your lifestyle and all of these things, personally, like in the UK, I think the NHS, which is like the healthcare system that we have, I think it's amazing at keeping people alive. I think when people have like a life-threatening condition, it's amazing at keeping them alive, as I said. But I think when someone has like a chronic healthcare condition, or something like acne or a hormonal imbalance, or something that's not deemed as really like life-threatening and important, I don't think there's enough, like, I don't know, I don't think there's enough support into like how to just like fix it. Right, because like all we do is cover it up with medication. We don't actually fix the reason it's happening in the first place. Like, our body doesn't want to have problems. Our body wants to heal. Our body wants to be healthy. And even things like, if the doctor was to be like, you don't need to change your diet, but instead of eating your breakfast at, I know, 11 a.m, eat it as soon as you wake up. And that simple change would help people to, you know, decrease their cortisol levels, decrease their inflammation, and that could help their skin. It's just something as easy as that, where it's like not even telling someone to change their diet, just to change their eating habits. I just think there are so many things that can be done naturally that we jump to these medications that have all of these like really scary side effects. So obviously it's very clear what my opinion on it is, but also medications like Accutane literally save people's lives because acne can affect your mental health so much. But then also Accutane has caused people to commit suicide because it can cause so many mental health problems. So I think it's just a double-edged sword. Can too much exfoliation worsen acne? I feel like my skin looks worse after. Yeah, as I've said, the more you exfoliate, the more you disrupt your skin barrier, the more you can damage your skin barrier, and then that can cause acne because your skin barrier basically is like the surface of your skin. And if there is no skin barrier, all of the bad bacteria can come in and all of the good things fall out, like water loss, and that causes more acne and inflammation. Do you put a spot patch on before your skincare, like after you've cleansed your face, or at the end of your skincare? So for me, I tend to, it kind of depends on the pimple. I tend to cleanse my face and then put on a pimple patch. But if it's like a really intense pimple, sometimes I'll put on the neutralizing gel and wait for that to dry down, because this is a spot treatment, and then I'll put on the pimple patch, and then I'll finish with my skincare. But you shouldn't be putting on your pimple patch last, because if you've like moisturized, put on serums, there's nothing for it to stick to because it's like just going to be sliding everywhere. So I would recommend just after you cleanse or just after you spot treat, but wait for your spot treatment to like dry down. I don't know if it's better to wash your face with cold or warm water. Everyone keeps saying something different. Lukewarm. You literally just want it to kind of be the same temperature as you. Oh, someone asked what's your take on hormonal birth control and acne, so I'm glad that I've just covered that. Is a damaged skin barrier permanent? No. You can heal it, but don't use any exfoliants, don't use any like exfoliating acids like salicylic acid, azelaic acid, retinols, don't use any of that. There's a few questions about LED masks. I just filmed a video yesterday, which I don't know if will be uploaded, where I did talk in depth about my LED mask. So the one that I am using is the Current Body, I think it's the anti-blemish LED mask. On their website, it's blue. And it has blue light and it also has red light. So I used to use their white mask, which was just red light. And red light is basically amazing for collagen production, for inflammation, and also for getting rid of marks and scars and things like that. But then they recently brought out this new mask, which I was so excited about because it's not only got red light, which has those benefits, but it's also got blue light, and blue light kills acne causing bacteria. And I did so much research on these LED masks to make sure that the wavelengths of light can actually penetrate the skin, so you're not just literally wasting your money, that it has like enough bulbs to cover the surface of your skin, all things like that. And honestly, it's so good. I don't know if the video will already be out or not, but I'm posting a video on my Instagram and on my TikTok about the LED mask, and I'm so excited for it to come out because I literally loved it. Like, it's only come out, I think it's like this week. The new blue light and red light mask has come out, but I have been trying it since like before this year even started, and it's so good. It is really expensive, I won't lie. It's £300. I know in my video that comes out I'm gonna have a discount code, so obviously you can get some money off. But although it's so expensive, like, I'm not disregarding it, it's so expensive. If you were to go in clinic and get LED therapy, it would probably cost you like £100 a time, whereas like I've got this mask now that I use every single day and it's gonna last forever, you know? So it's not as if like you're buying a moisturizer that's really expensive and it's ridiculously expensive. It's like this LED mask is literally going to last me forever. I can take it wherever. So I really do think it's worth it. And it just kind of like makes your breakouts either not happen in the first place, or like, you know, when there's a breakout coming up and then like it never fully comes up and it's like, yay. That's happening more. I'm hardly getting any breakouts on my cheeks anymore, which I don't know if you guys have followed me for that long, but I used to get breakouts on my cheeks all the time. It's really helped with fading scarring. Like, I used to have a lot of scarring here. You can probably see it's like really fading. I'm really excited to use it here because this is a bit red. A lot of people have asked how many times a week should you use retinol, and it honestly just depends on how long you've been using it. If you're using a retinol or a retinoid for the first time, I would say use it once a week for like the first 3 weeks, and then go to twice a week for like another 3 or 4 weeks, and then go to 3 times a week after that. So probably like only go to 3 times a week 3 months in, but then I wouldn't say to increase it more than 3 times a week. Should I take the ginger shots in the morning or at night? What's more effective? So as you guys probably know, I love turmeric and ginger shots. I've got so many recipes. I'll probably just link the recipe down below because people are always looking for the recipe. But someone's asked to take them in the morning or at night. You can do either, but I do it in the morning just to get like those anti-inflammatory ingredients into me literally first thing in the morning. Someone said, I bought the Omega water cream, but I don't see you using it anymore. So when I first started my account back in June, I was using the Omega water cream, and I used it until about December and then completely stopped. And everyone was like, oh my God, why have you stopped using the Inculus Omega water cream? What's happened? I've just bought it. Basically, they changed their ingredients to have coconut acid in it, and that's pore clogging. So I stopped using it. I don't want to continue to recommend something that could break people out. Can I use 10% mandelic acid every day? No. Don't exfoliate every day, 3 times a week max. Does stress cause acne? Yes. So when you're stressed, your stress hormone increases, which is your cortisol. That's the name of the stress hormone. And your stress hormone cortisol is one of the primary hormones. Now what that means is that primary hormones basically override other hormones. So it's basically more important than your other hormones, and that can cause hormonal imbalances in like say testosterone, or it can impact your thyroid, and all of those things can cause acne. And also stress just drives inflammation. It can cause dysbiosis in your gut, which is basically just where things aren't regular in your gut, like there's no balance, and that causes further inflammation. It can cause bacterial overgrowths. Some people have asked how to lower cortisol, which is very linked to what I was just talking about. So as I've said, your cortisol is your stress hormone. Now so many people kind of say, well, I have a stressful life, so there's nothing I can do about it. And in my opinion, that is ignorance. You can do things about it. If you have got the most stressful job in the world, you can still do things to manage your cortisol hormone, which is your stress hormone. So when you first wake up in the morning, within the first 60 to maximum 90 minutes of waking up, you need to eat something. I know at the moment, I think it's Ramadan, and that is not possible for a lot of people, but just like bear it in mind for the future. So when you are not eating, when you first wake up, your body basically thinks you're going to starve yourself, and that increases your stress hormone, obviously, because your body is panicking. Now that stress hormone, as I've just said, can cause inflammation, dysbiosis in the gut, all of the things like that. So obviously first thing in the morning you need to eat, but you not only just need to eat, you need to eat a high protein breakfast. Now especially for women, we need at least 20 to 30 grams of protein first thing in the morning. And I know that can be quite difficult for a lot of us, because let me tell you, 1 egg is 6 grams of protein. So you would need around 5 or 6 eggs to hit your protein goal. And none of us are doing that. So the easiest way to get protein in the morning is through a protein powder. But so many of them have got shite ingredients, and they're like whey protein, which is an acne trigger. So personally, I use the Free Soul vegan protein blend. I don't have it with me right now, but basically it is a hormone balancing protein. So it's got ingredients like Peruvian maca, which have been proven to show they help with hormone balance, especially if you have PCOS. It's been shown to be really helpful for hormone balance. It's also got things like iron. So many girls are deficient in iron, especially around their period, which literally comes with a whole cohort of other side effects when you have iron deficiency, as well as acne. And there's also things like calcium in there that might not seem very important now, but when you are young, you need to be building up your calcium store so that when you are older, you don't get things like osteoporosis. So you know when like an old lady falls over and breaks her leg, and you're like, if I was to fall over, I wouldn't break my leg. Like, I don't really understand what's happening here. Like, why do they break their bones so easily? That is because they don't have as much of a calcium store, because I think it's like, I can't remember the age, is it like age 30 or something? You stop building your calcium store. So every bit of calcium that you have now, I'm assuming you're around my age, you're building up your calcium store. You need that calcium store to be nice and large so that when you stop building that calcium store, you are going to have enough calcium to basically be sufficient for the rest of your life. So that is why I love the Freestyle protein powder, because it's got lots of added ingredients that help with hormone balance and also just like ingredients that women need. And there are hardly any brands that give us ingredients that we need. Our body, not men's bodies, our body. So yeah, I'll leave that linked below. I obviously have a discount code with them as well. That is Life with Mills, which gets you, I think, 15% off. But yeah, that is the way that I have my protein first thing in the morning. And then other things to help your stress levels. So first thing in the morning, have your breakfast, whatever. If you live in a country that has some kind of light in the morning, it's not pitch black, you need to be looking at the light. You need to go outside or look through your window, stare at the light, because that helps to regulate your circadian rhythm. Now, your circadian rhythm is basically your body clock. Your body knows when to wake up, when to produce certain hormones, when to produce, melatonin to go to sleep. And that is really important for hormone balance. So your stress, doesn't go too high, too low, all of those kind of things. And then also, if you are someone that is not, on the pill, actually has a cycle, then definitely start cycle syncing your workouts and things like that. So when you're in like your luteal phase, your menstrual phase, so basically the week before your period and your period, do more like low impact workouts to keep your stress lower. And then when you're in like your follicular and ovular phases, which are the next 2 phases, then you can do higher impact workouts. This is just to make sure that your stress hormone doesn't go too high and you're basically optimizing the phases of your cycle to work out. And then just simple things like journaling, meditation, stress management, things like that obviously help your stress levels too. And also for the first hour of waking up, even like first 15 minutes, just don't pick up your phone. And oh my god, I got so much hate on this one video that I posted about me saying like clear skin tips, like don't pick up your phone first thing in the morning, because everyone's like, why would that help my skin? This is nonsense. But basically, when you pick up your phone first thing in the morning, when you first wake up as a normal human being, your brain basically goes through, I think it's alpha and theta waves to then wake up. Don't quote me on that because I haven't looked at this in a while, but it goes through like these 2 processes to wake up. But as soon as you go on your phone, you are skipping those processes. You're not letting your like brain gently wake up, and you're going straight into stress mode, which can cause chronic stress. Like if that is something you do every single day, that can cause chronic stress. So even just like have an actual alarm clock, or have like an Alexa that's an alarm clock instead of using your phone. Because it can actually, as we've spoken about, stress can cause acne. Best way to remove sebaceous filaments: oil cleansing. Use an oil-based cleanser like this or this for around 5 minutes. Literally do this like once a month. Like don't oil-based cleanse for that long every single night, but it will remove your sebaceous filaments. Yeah, so much. That is so funny. 3 in a row. Thoughts so far on the Current Body anti-blemish mask. Are those LED masks really worth it? So I'm glad we've talked about that. What do you think about the pill? Yeah, we've spoken about that. How to manage cortisol levels. I think, like, in general, I have answered quite a lot of the topics that people have asked for. Not necessarily like the exact questions, but I've been talking for an hour and a half. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. I'm really enjoying doing these YouTube videos. As I've said, everything will be linked down below, which is like hundreds of things, but I'll try to organize it in the caption as much as I can. I'm also thinking of doing a little vlog on this channel, just to do one more video for me, like rather than it all just being skincare based, because I do love to chat about me. So yeah, but that is all from me. Please give a little subscribe and give a little thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about, any other videos you'd like to see, because I really do read my YouTube comments, like, because there's not that many of them and I do try to get back to everyone. So if there's something you want to see, I promise I will read your comment and I will like try to add it to my list. because I really just want to help everyone with their skin, because I know acne completely sucks. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something. I feel like you probably did. I did chat for quite a while. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.